Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is A Funny Feeling Podcast.
Hey,
Did you see Snooki is getting a ghost hunting show? Snooki
she would be great. I feel like ghosts would love her.
I know, right?
She's so cool.
I think it's so smart. I want to watch it. It's like Canadian, I think, or something, but we gotta watch it. I saw a couple of people sent it to me, and I was like, "That's good. That's good."
That would be a fun thing to watch. Absolutely.
Yes, Snooki going ghost hunting.
Snooki goes ghost hunting. She goes GTL, ghost tan laundry.
Ghost tan laundry. Wait, what was the original?
Jim
tan laundry. Yeah, Jim tan laundry. GTL, dude.
Going to the smush room.
Oh yeah,
that's a disgusting way to call it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty, like, it's pretty gross.
Because it's exactly what it is.
Yes, but it's like, it takes away all of the, like, the appeal of it. It's just like, we're smushing bodies.
Smushing. It's a smush
Just
room.
smushing.
Oh, God.
Snooki.
Snooki. Betsy, how are you doing?
I'm pretty good.
Nothing spooky.
I'm pretty good. Nothing spooky. No, nothing spooky right now. Just kind of chilling. Yeah.
Same.
How about you? Anything spooky?
Nothing new and spooky. Just deuces up, man. That's all.
I was on set a couple of days ago, and one of the camera operators, she was talking about how she went to a psychic, and she asked the psychic, like, when am I gonna die? And the psychic was like, the psychic straight up answered and was like, you'll be 86 and it'll be natural causes.
That would freak me out.
I know, right? Right?
I don't.
And we all were like, wait, usually they don't tell you. And she's like, yeah, I know. I just asked and she did.
You know, I was watching a TikTok where this astrologer was like, I can find your death date, but I don't do that. Like I can do it, but I won't do it for people. And then people were like, please do it. And she's like, I can if you want me to.
If you want to pay me some money, I'll tell you your death date. Oh my God.
I couldn't. No.
Do that. No.
Our friend Oscar.
Yeah. Yes.
He always had was it a psychic or was it just a premonition that he was going to die?
No, it was like a woman approached him, right? Like on this, wasn't that it? Like,
but then he also had dreams about it all the time that he was going to die when he was like 28, I
something
believe.
like that.
Well, joke's on them.
That's so scary. That's so scary.
He didn't.
He didn't. There it is. He didn't.
So.
He didn't. Yeah, but that was pretty wild. We all were like, whoa. That's nuts. And also, like, that's a great way if you got to. 86 is old. And then natural causes, great.
Yeah. But I was going to say, like, if someone were like, you're going to die at 43 and then next year I didn't die, I would be like, oh, I must have in a certain timeline. I must have died in one of the timelines.
Whoa. But you think like, I escaped death and now death is hunting me down like Final Destination style?
You know, probably not because I only watched that once in high school. So like I don't think
it's not a great franchise.
Oh, sure, but it's not sticking with me, I think, the same way that it, you know.
Fair enough. It's a great franchise, Marcy. The deaths are nuts.
I believe it. Well, since we have nothing spooky of our own, should we get into some spooky stories?
Let's do it.
We are very lucky that everyone has been sending in some voice memos.
Thank you.
And we've had some emails too. We could always use more of both.
Yes.
Again, guys, this is the thing where I'm like, I put my little thing up and I say, send your stories to funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. What a time to be alive with all these ghosts out here in these streets.
Yeah, it's like Ghostbusters too. Doesn't it kind of feel like that, where like just negative energies just blowing up, like there's a lot of negative stuff going on in the world.
It's crazy, and we're a couple weeks ahead of when this airs, but I really feel like a lot of shit's coming to light right now in a way that's like,
I was just talking to somebody, actually a couple of people, where it was like, it feels like everybody, or not everybody of course, but like a lot of people are like, oh shit,
yeah,
okay,
some
changes need to happen.
There's a big tipping point happening right now.
Yeah, I hope.
I honestly, for at least one specific thing that affects, that will greatly affect, I believe, America, and is currently affecting America, is I believe Cassie, Diddy's ex, is a big reason that a lot of stuff is happening right now, because breaking open all of the Diddy stuff, the Diddy arrest, the Diddy trial, I think, granted, people have cared about Epstein for so long, but I feel like those arrests kind of like push the needle in a way, possibly. At least that she helped move it along, and that's why people coming forward is so important, because it does a domino effect.
Yeah.
And it's going to change a lot.
It's going to change a shit ton.
Yeah.
Good.
It's going to change a lot.
Bust them all.
Lock them all up. Fill up the prisons. Let go every non-violent offender.
Yes.
Every drug offense. Let them all out.
Let them all out.
Fill them up with pedos, baby.
Fill them up with these fucking assholes.
Honestly, they would just have the most fun in there being nasty, disgusting people with each other. Good. Let them. Have fun.
Get out of here.
Get in there. Go torment each other. Have a good old time. Anyway, what a fun way to start this podcast. Yeah.
I was like, how do we get on this?
Well,
Marcy?
so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Whatever.
But I'm saying that, like, Revelations, not the Bible, but like things being revealed.
I thought you were going to quote the Bible. I, like,
I couldn't if I wanted to.
Oh, no.
I couldn't if I wanted to. But I think, to live in the light, to live in the truth is always going to be better.
Yeah, of course.
Let's get some truth out there. All right, let's see the truth of ghosts. There's my segue.
Let's listen to a story.
Everyone's like, what's happening over there?
Yeah, what's going on?
I think it was all
We're doing fine.
It was all benign. It was all benign. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Hello, y'all. This is the third set of stories that I'm sharing. So I just want to say I am a skeptical believer in ghosts. So I believe in ghosts reluctantly. I think most things can be explained away. But I also swear I grew up in a haunted house.
Oh, well.
I'll start with a couple of quick stories that can easily probably be explained away, and then things I haven't really gotten explanations for. So the thing to know about the house that I grew up in is it was over 100 years old. We moved there when I was 10, and my dad was constantly like remodeling and updating things. So some of the rooms I'll talk about changed rooms. There were a lot of things that sort of happened throughout time, like noises and things that you just attribute to an old house. And, we were a house where you always turn the lights off when you left every room. Of course, you'd never leave the TV on, but somehow it would be on quite a bit, or lights would be on more than you thought they would, and you'd turn them off. But again, things that were just generally explained away. We forgot. We were a household of, there were 4 kids, and one of them was a toddler. So first one I'm going to share, it can be explained away, but computer room. I was sitting in my computer room, which is something that you did in the 90s and early 2000s, where you had one family computer and you were just IMing your friends, right? Well, we had just gotten back from the movie The Ring, so I was in a highly terrified state, right? Even though I was making fun of the movie while I was there, I was also terrified. But, of course, to get my mind off of it, I was IMing my friends, and I picked up a book, and of course, the first word I read in the book, I just picked up a book and started a sentence like where I had left off, and it talked about a girl falling in a well. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? So anyway, that whole night I was just hanging out, and it was darker, it was getting late at night. I hear this blood-curdling scream outside the window, and I just started freaking out. I decided to go to bed after that, but I know that bunnies scream, and we have a dog, so it could have attacked it. I didn't hear a scuffle or anything, but whatever. So that can be explained away since I was a little bit heightened. But another time I was sitting in the computer room, and this is just downstairs. I hear the very distinct sound of my brother's door creaking open and some footsteps, right? And by this time, everybody's sounds in the house. You know what doors make what sounds. You know where people are. And I was like, oh, cool, my brother's home. But before I could even react or get up, the cat got up, ran upstairs to the room, and so I was like, okay, yeah, I'll go say hi to my brother. I thought I was home alone. And when I get up there, of course, no one is there except the cat that just ran up there because it also heard the sound. Don't love that one, So another time, story 3 of 4 here, I was hanging out with a bunch of friends. My parents knew I was going out. It was the summer, whatever. And I came home and the van rolled up, and I looked out the window and I'm like, oh my gosh, my dad is standing in my sister's room and can see me being dropped off by a boy. He can see I was hanging out with boys. How embarrassing. So I run inside to quick explain why I was hanging out with boys, and we're just waiting for him to give me shit, right? And so I get up to the room and no one is there. Swear to God, I saw him standing in the window with a little smirk on his face like he was gonna give me some shit. No one was there. I hear in the TV room upstairs, a couple of rooms away, just loud snoring. He was fast asleep. My dad's not really a prankster, but I could not shake him awake. So he was out. Ooh. I went back outside thinking, well, did I just see something? Was it a weird reflection? But no, I could see everything clear as day. Nothing was weird about the window. It was just an empty window in my sister's room. So, of course, that wasn't my last straw. My last straw was, like I said, the TV and lights and things turned on every once in a while. But I just figured somebody had forgotten to turn them off. But this one day I was hanging out in my room, which was a few rooms down from our TV room. And the TV was so loud. And I thought, gosh, how did I not notice that before? Maybe my dad's home. Maybe he turned on the TV. But I can hear him mowing outside. I was like, I know that I'm a type of kid who gets really into things, and so I could have just ignored it for a while, but so I go in the TV room and I turn off the TV because no one's there, no one's watching it. Okay, whatever, must have just missed it. I get back in my room, and a few minutes later, after I'd turned the volume down and then turned the TV off, I hear it again blasting loud as shit. And so I go back in the room, a little fucking freaked out right now, right? We don't have a remote for the TV. It doesn't work at this point, so there's no batteries in it. It doesn't exist. You have to physically go up to the TV and turn off the TV. with a real button, right? So again, this time I'm a little bit more freaked out. I turn down the volume and turn off the power. At that point, I went back to my room, and I'm kind of shaking now because that was like very physical, like evidence. I feel like I can't explain it away. I have no one to tell because, again, I'm the only one, of course, in the house at the time. No one else could be punking me. But I remember saying something along the lines of, out loud in my room, I'm like, okay, that's the last straw. I said, hey, ghost, I know that you're here. You live here. I'm cool with that. Hopefully you're cool with me living here because I also live here. I am now acknowledging that you have this existence, and that's fine. But the way that you're going about telling me that you're here is kind of freaky. Let me know if you need something. Otherwise, let's just kind of live in peace, Just let me know. And after that day, after that time, I never had the problem of any TV turning on, any lights turning on, any weird sounds, any screams or anything like that. So I don't know. That was the power of just acknowledging what I believe is a spirit. Again, consider myself a little bit of a skeptic, but I do believe I grew up in a haunted house.
Yeah, you totally did.
You
totally did.
That's the thing. I think
the thing is, I think you did.
Yeah, as you're telling us a bunch of stories about a haunting.
And you said this is your third time calling in.
Okay, well, I think we need to
experiencing some ghosts.
If we love to call ourselves a skeptic, or if we love to be a skeptic, sure, but
Yes. Whoa, the dad one is really wild.
Well, it makes
especially because it felt like it was so clearly
right.
His face was you could see a smirk.
It made me think between that and the brother's room that there was a male presence in the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
But being able to see your dad's face is kind of creepier because it's it makes me think it's not your typical ghost, right?
Ooh, like a demon or something.
Well, or some kind of mimic
entity, some
thing.
sort of. Ew, Marcy.
I don't know, right?
Gross.
Sorry.
Yeah, gross, dude.
But I think a great example of setting boundaries.
Yeah.
Being like, no, I don't like this.
Yeah. That's nice of being like, I know you live here. I also live here. So let's just chill out, everybody. Smart.
What do you think about the screaming?
Ew. That's just scary. And it is that thing where it is like animals make weird noises.
Yes. Have you ever heard a rabbit scream?
No. But I believe it. I mean, I've heard you hear goats and stuff, and coyotes sound like ladies screaming. Mm-hmm. It's really wild.
Yeah.
But that is nuts of seeing The Ring and then opening your book and the first line being a girl fell down a well, where it's just what?
It does
is
feel like
this?
There was a kind of an impish little something in the house.
Yeah, where they're like, I knew you saw The Ring, so I'm gonna
right.
I'm going to crawl out this TV.
I'm going to crawl out this TV. There's a videotape.
The Ring rules. I love that movie so much.
Absolutely rules.
And I remember I saw it. I didn't see it in theaters, but I remember my friend Andy, where we would spend a lot of time at his house because he had a really great basement that then also had a door that you could just leave out of. And we watched The Ring and we were all so fucking scared. And I remember having to leave. And it was dark night out and leaving out of that basement door, just being like, oh my God, 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 oh my God. Looking back and see it being there's going to be a little creepy lady, a little creepy girl crawling after me. Oh my God, oh my God. It was the whole ride home, I was driving and I was like, if I see a wet girl with long black hair and a nightgown on, I'm going to lose my mind.
I don't remember her backstory, but she's a victim, right?
Yeah, I just watched it.
I mean, they
But
all
yes.
are, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Even Michael Myers, right, had a bad home life, right?
Actually, no. He straight up is just a psycho.
Oh, I thought his mom was like bad. Michael Myers wasn't his. Am I thinking of Voorhees? I'm thinking of Jason Voorhees.
Well, he almost drowned. Yeah, so he almost drowned.
Then he got real mad about it. Who's
His
he blaming
mom
for
started
that?
it. His mom got counselors, camp counselors,
See, you can see it,
and
right?
his mom started it. Yeah, his
Yeah,
mom
you can
started the
see
whole
it.
killing spree.
Thank God we didn't have murderous families, huh? That we know of.
I know. That would be such a bummer.
Oh my God! Especially if you're like, well, now I'm murdering,
Oh no!
and I got
have
caught.
to murder.
And I got caught doing it.
No.
Please.
Oh no!
I would totally
Yeah.
get caught because I wouldn't be able to.
You
not-
totally would.
I would tell people.
You absolutely would.
I would come
I
on
would
this
too.
podcast.
Anything spooky happened to you, Marcy? Well.
It didn't happen to me, but it happened.
Oh my God. It did happen.
I was crawling through a
Wow.
window.
What a haunted house to grow
Yeah.
up in.
Nasty little haunted house.
Nasty. Computer room.
Computer room. All right, I'm going to read one.
Yes.
And the title is Virginia.
Ew.
Could be a state,
that-
could be a name.
Could be yeah.
Hi, both. I'm a 90-day bear, and I'm ashamed to say, found you a few months ago. So much to catch up on.
Woo! Don't be
Welcome.
ashamed.
Yeah.
You found us. That's all that matters.
Yes, you're here now.
You're
have
here
asked-
now.
You're here now, and we're here
Your
with
family. Your family.
you. You're Olive Garden.
Your Olive Garden Applebee's. Here we go.
You have asked for stories, and though I don't find this one particularly terrifying, people tend to like it. All right.
Oh.
Serve it up.
okay.
I have always had a thing, as we call it. My dad has it too. We can vaguely see and feel things.
Whoa.
Spirits appear as like a dark see-through mist, and we can feel things. Sadly, or not, it is fading as I'm getting older, or the state of the world is taking away my openness. Who can say?
Oh.
But once in a while, a particularly spirited place, I'll get a heavy feeling or see something out of the corner of my eye. It is so hard to put a tangible, logical description on what I see/feel, so please bear with me. Here goes. My sister is 4 years older, and we have always had a, let's just say, complicated relationship. Hey, I get you. Without going into too many details, no matter how hard I tried over the years, she just hates me. But then sometimes wants me around, and I'm her best friend. Never made sense to me, but I share this because when she got engaged to a guy she met online after a few months of dating and moved into his house, I knew nothing about him but his first name and job. Thought it was weird and random, but it wasn't going to be me, but it wasn't going to be me who said anything. I was surprised that she asked me to be her maid of honor. After her bachelorette party, I went back to his, now also her house, and we proceeded to talk and drink more. It was my first time meeting him and talking to him. The house was one of those that had a few stairs, a landing, and then more stairs that led upstairs to the bedroom. The stairs were in the living room directly across from the couch I was sitting on. I saw the dark mist on the landing of the stairs. It wasn't scary, like it was evil or anything, but it makes one uneasy to see. I'm hearing something say Virginia in my head over and over. After about an hour, it was like yelling Virginia at me. It got very loud and made it difficult for me to concentrate on anything else. Finally,
What?
I couldn't take it anymore and drunkenly interrupted the conversation to say, "Who the fuck is Virginia?" My sister's fiance's face turned pale. That's my mom. Why? Turns out that was his parents' house that he bought from his dad a few years after his mom, Virginia, died of cancer in the primary bedroom upstairs. I got chills. feels, Betsy.
I did too.
I think he's been a little scared of me ever since, and I'm okay with that. I guess she just wanted me to know she was there, or that this was her house. I don't know. We were drunk, so we kind of kept moving after that. Or kept it moving after that. I never had something get into my brain and communicate with me like that, and haven't since. It's so hard to describe. It wasn't like an actual voice, but just Virginia was being put into my head over and over, then more loudly without an actual voice. I know I sound bananas, but there is no way that was a coincidence. Can't wait to hear if you choose this one. Al, she, her. Also, they wrote back, can I amend my closing to say, can't wait to hear if this made you shit your pants. I struggled with how to close that and now have anxiety about the original being so lame. Laugh emoji, Al. Al, I think it was great.
Al, you nailed it.
Nailed it.
Wow. Virginia.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's wild.
That is a really compelling
It feels
story.
like Virginia was like, yes, finally, somebody who can, like, feel things. Like, I'm going to really be like, I'm here. You know, like.
Tell my son.
Do you think that has to be kind of what happens of, like, when somebody is able to kind of go, like, be part of the other side, like, spirits have to know that, right? That's how they can channel through.
Or I guess if they don't have the opportunity to meet a lot of new people, maybe they just try it.
They could just try it and hope that somebody, yeah. Yeah.
And that maybe there was like a little like, oh, I think she's picking up on this.
Right. So I'm going to scream it louder.
Is it like waving across a crowded concert venue or movie theater?
Maybe, where it's just like, and like some people are like, that can't be for me, can it? Uh-oh, there's nobody behind me.
Yeah.
Okay. What?
Okay.
Okay, Virginia. Okay.
Also, gotta say, your sister may have an undiagnosed personality issue, a disorder.
Oh.
With the kind of, you know.
Yeah.
Hard to say. And usually people, when you suggest it, people take that as an insult. And it's not.
Oh. Right.
I have plenty of lovely people in my life who have personality disorders, and they can be tough in moments, but also really great the rest of the time.
Yes, yeah. Oh.
So, it's hard. It's hard. All right.
Hey, man. Hey,
Glad
man.
we're perfect and never.
Okay. I'm totally fine. Okay. This one's called Mormon Man's Father's Shadow.
Oh, Mormon Man's Shadow Fodder.
Okay.
Okay.
Got burp. Okay. Let me burp it out. Okay. Marcy, Betsy, I hope you ladies are having a wonderful day. I'm Sam from Ohio. I've sent you a couple voice recordings of a few things that happened when I was young. I wanted to tell you a short story about something that could have been paranormal, but my fiance at the time chalked it up to lighting tricks. I had mentioned that I was looking into different religions and faiths in my early teen years. I had moved to the Cincinnati area to continue my college career. I still didn't have a solid religion or spirituality at this point in my life, being in my early 20s. I ended up making friends with some Latter-day Saint girls. They had been making rounds in the apartment complex I was living in, and I decided to chat with them about their faith and belief. I met with them a couple of times before they invited me out to their church. I figured I would give it a shot. I gave them 2 shots, actually. Unbelievably, I'm pretty sure I met Haley Williams at a function they had at a church. And I had no idea who she was until I got back home and talked to my fiance about it. I don't know.
Like Haley
Will
Williams
you look her up?
Paramore?
Oh, here we go. I could have kicked myself in the ass, but I'm sure she appreciated people not fangirling over her heart emoji. So that must be Paramore. Paramore.
You've
girl.
never heard, so after all this time, I'm still into you. I could be over all the butterflies. I'm into you. No?
No, I've heard of the band. But no, I don't.
Yeah, she's the lead singer, and she has one of
great.
she is truly, I think, one of the best vocalists of our generation. Like
Wow.
her range and the power behind her voice. She's one that's like very respected across all genres.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I always think of Paramore and Evanescence as the same thing. Are they in that same vibe?
Paramore's more like pop emo, I would say. I don't know.
Wow,
like-
I really don't know. Hey, whatever.
Wait, your mic went out. Sorry, can you say it again? Your mic just popped out.
I said, hey, whatever.
Okay.
I'm glad you met her.
Yeah.
Anyways, to my potential paranormal experience. I was at a service when a young man was invited up to the podium to share his testimony. He had talked about losing his father and his faith and proceeded to talk about how he made his way back to the church. When he was talking about how he had hoped his dad saw him now and hoped that he made his father proud, I started to see a shadow on the wall behind him that hadn't been there before. I looked to the girl next to me who had invited me and really wanted to ask her if she saw it, but I wanted to be respectful of the young man talking, and my anxiety wasn't about to let me ask her if I was seeing things or if it was actually the lighting somehow to give his testimony a more heart-tingling feeling. It was not a shadow of the young man. It wasn't like he was on stage. It was just a raised platform at the front of the seating area with a podium. And from what I recall, there weren't a lot of track lights, and there wasn't a booth in the back where they could control the volume of the microphone and adjust the lights. What do you ladies think? Could this have been a lighting trick to be more heartfelt, or did I possibly see his father manifest behind him and should have said something to the girl next to me and maybe talked to the young man after? Who knows? Thanks again for an amazing podcast where we get to share our spoopy stories. Much love, Sam from Ohio. What do you think?
I don't know, Betsy. What do you think?
My gut was that the dad was there.
Yeah, I mean, very manipulative if they're doing
Yeah,
lighting
wouldn't that be
effects.
wild? Of like, okay, and bring up the father's shadow right now.
Bring up the father's shadow.
There we go. And it sounded like it wasn't a big setup like that, you know? It
Yeah.
was just kind of a little podium.
Yeah. Oh. Again, is that one of those things where, or is this an example of just someone being around and you catch a glimpse of them, you know?
Right. Right.
A different sort of famous person.
Yes. A ghost. A famous
Yeah,
ghost.
ghost. I mean, that would be really hard to be like, oh, I saw your dead dad behind you. Without being close to the person.
Especially when you're kind of just putting feelers, you're like, I don't go to this church all the time. Like, I'm just seeing what's up here. It would be so hard to be like, hey.
Yeah. Also, I can't imagine not growing up religious and then just being like, I want to find one. Like that's
Same.
I guess because I grew up religious, so like there's so much like you realize all the even the light touch trauma,
Yes.
like not heavy handed,
not have to deal
but
with
just
this.
being like, oh, did you actually cause like depression in me because of anxiety?
Yep, you did.
I mean, can you imagine how many people like have weird? Oh,
Yes.
please.
Yes.
Yes, I can.
Yes, I can. I see it.
See it.
I see it.
I see it.
I've lived it.
I'm living it, especially because of all the numbers and stuff. They're just begging for people to have like OCD type tendencies. That's just
dude.
perfect recipe for it.
Yeah, and
have-
being like, well, in order to not have this happen to you, you better pray.
10 times.
Or you better do blank. And it's just like, oh, you guys gave me OCD, you
Now,
bastards.
do you think the person who just was inventing that was someone with OCD and they're like, it's the only way we'll be saved?
Honestly, maybe. I'm like, gotta do it 10 times. Gotta do it 10 times.
Wow.
Maybe.
Okay.
Wow.
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 Wow. Aren't we all complicated?
Wow.
Wow, that's so interesting. All right. I'm going to play another story.
Yes.
Hi all, I love your podcast. I've been backwards binging since October of 2024 when I found you guys. I only got 5 minutes, so I'm going to do my best. I'm going to start with aliens. So back before husband and before kids, I lived in the middle of nowhere, Kansas, where there was more tumbleweeds than people. And at nighttime, it got really, really dark out there. You could see tons of stars. You'd hear cicadas and crickets. So one night, my roommate and I were on the back porch, and we were talking about guys and work and whatever. And all of a sudden, we notice it kind of gets quiet. And we kind of get quiet too, because it's like, why is it quiet? Why aren't there any cicadas or nothing? And then we see these lights in like a triangle formation kind of far off. And this was before, drones were a big thing and everybody had drones. And then all of a sudden these lights that were in like a triangle, so kind of like how geese fly formation, they just kind of zoom and they were right above our heads, like way up in the sky still, but like right over us. And like we were just standing there staring at them because... okay. And there's no sound or anything. And then all of a sudden they just zoom off, but instead of continuing to go forwards like they were, they just zoom off to the right, but still in the same triangle formation. So like the side of the triangle zooms off to the right. And both my roommate and I just kind of look at each other and we just turn around and nope and go inside. The second story is cryptids, and this one is my dad's story. So, grew up in Michigan where there's tons of trees, and he would work early morning, like 4 a.m. As a EMS driver. And one morning they were driving down one of the roads where like the trees kind of touch each other on both sides, so it's really dark. And they slow down because they think they see a dog or something, and it ends up being, it looks like a large dog, but it's standing, and it kind of like runs across the street, but it runs across the street on its back legs. And my dad was just like, nope, I just kept driving, and I did not look back. And I know you guys have talked about the Dog Man of Michigan before, but that's just his story of it. The last thing I want to talk about is ghosts, and I'm about halfway through time, so I'll start with Ouija boards. This is my dad's. He said that we were never allowed to use Ouija boards or anything like that, and it's not because he is super religious or anything. He said that when he was a kid, he had experiences where he did like seances and Ouija boards, and when his friends would do it, nothing would happen, but if he joined them, things would happen. So like, for example, one time a table lifted up off the floor, and like he said just crazy things happened. You're not allowed to touch them just in case.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, we grew up in a farmhouse that was built in the late 1800s, early 1900s, and it was a farmhouse, and then it was apartments, and then it was our house. And in there, there's always the strange noises. One time I was waiting for my turn in the bath, so I was kind of sitting at the top of the stairs playing with the ball, and I kind of rolled the ball and it went into the other room, and I didn't want to, stand up and go get it, so I just kind of sat there, and like a minute later the ball came back and rolled towards me. No. Now the floors, obviously it's an old house, were slanted. The floors were slanted away from me, so for the ball to roll back was kind of crazy, so I just stood up and walked away. I was not going to wait there at the top of the stairs anymore. No. And then my other story comes from Mackinac Island. Well, actually Mackinac City, that's near Mackinac Island. And with this one, we were on the way to a hockey tournament, for my brother, and we were staying in this old hotel, and in the middle of the night, I just wake up, and I was still able to move everything, so I don't think it was sleep paralysis, but at the end of my bed was this boy who I could tell was a boy. I could tell he was there, but like he was kind of see-through-y, and I could tell that he had red hair, and that was about all I could tell about him. I knew he had clothes, but I can't really remember what the clothes were. And then the next stories are from my daughters. So our first house we had was in the 1950s. And then in this house, my daughter was having trouble sleeping, and I'd hear, voices, and I figured she's just, imagination and everything. And then, one day we were walking to the house, and I was kind of asking her, like, you've been having trouble sleeping lately. Is there anything you want to talk about? And she's like, well, sometimes I'm just scared. And I said, oh, well, baby, I'm here for you. There's nothing to be worried about. And then she turned to look at me in her sweet little voice and said, but what about all the ghosts? And I was like, and then she saw her friend and ran off. And so I never got to finish that conversation. And then after that,
just packed up her bags
a
and
couple of
moved her
years
out.
later, we moved to a different house that was a more newer build, like 2006, but it's had like 5 owners. So who knows?
That's not
but
good.
With the newer house, I had my second daughter, and the first thing that I've kind of noticed there is that I see like a little blur every once in a while. And we just now got a cat, but like I'll see the blur and the cat will be sitting on the couch looking at me like, that wasn't me. But the second thing that I've noticed is, or not noticed, but the second thing that happened was my youngest daughter, who is now, was 2 at the time, was having a bad dream. And so I went in her room to check on her, and she just sat up, eyes wide, looking behind me, and said, it comes. And I'm, what? She said, it comes stairs.
Yeah.
It's stairs there now. And I'm like, she's looking behind me. It's like she's looking past me, and like, of course I was facing away from the door, so I was like, oh my gosh. So I turned around and I didn't see anything there, but like all the hairs on me were standing up, and like I just felt like totally creepy. And I was like, baby, it's fine, you're safe. She says, no, tall, dark, it comes, it's there, there, stairs, up. And like, I am totally freaking out too, but I'm, being as calm as possible, baby.
Yes,
it's okay. And then, I said, I'll stay in your room with you. And I got her to calm down, but she kept darting her head around, like looking, like trying to see what was over there. And luckily that was only one night. After that, I was like, ugh. So, I kind of said some prayers and invited light in, asked dark to leave, all that good stuff. But those are the stories I can do now. I know I'm a little bit over, but I love you guys. Thank you. Bye.
Honestly,
What a wild life so far.
jam-packed full of incredible stories, and some that we don't get. Like, we don't get
Yes.
cryptid stories a lot. Do you think, like, it was just like, because there was an era where I feel like there were so many more stories like that told, right? Or experienced, like seeing like a dog man or like but we don't often hear them now. Maybe it's just our audience too, that they're not getting to us, and I'm not like
seeking them out.
But I wonder if it was just like something in the zeitgeist, and it was more like a tulpa-y kind of thing, where it's like kind of created by people's
Everybody's
thoughts.
talking about it and thinking about it. Ooh.
Thought forms.
And it seems like a lot of stuff happened with their dad too, where
Yes.
it's like, oh, dad is connected in some sort of way.
That's
The
where
Ouija board stuff, like
it's skipped a generation, and
yeah, and now the kids.
well, it does seem like you're also experiencing
Yes.
stuff too, but the kids have got a
Absolutely.
nasty version of it.
Coming upstairs now, up the stairs now. Like, get out of here. Get out of here. This is why I'm never, I've said this a million times. I'm not having kids because of that.
Well,
that's the only reason.
The kids are the canary in the coal mine, you know?
Yes.
Like,
Yep.
the shadow person was there.
Yes, but now the kids are like, hey.
Would you rather it just stand over you while you sleep without knowing?
Ew. Yeah.
And it's
Ignorance
just
is
like-
bliss in that sense.
It's just like,
It's stop. Stop.
and you don't think it's breathing? Because
Stop. Well, so I'm seeing it and hearing it?
it's just standing. It's just there, Betsy.
Gross. Stop this, Marcy.
Stop
You're a
this.
maniac. You stop this right now, Marcy. I don't need that
Stop
shit.
it.
I don't need that shit.
And then UFOs, too.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, that is a thing right now. We are in an era of new UFO sightings. And while it could be, you know, weapons testing, I mean, I do
Oh.
think that's a very good
Some of
possibility
it, yeah.
that it is weapons testing. Like the videos that are out, and granted, AI, God, apparently Google just came out with a new AI that's like, it's like people were like, we thought we were years away from this kind of improvement.
No.
So like, could be AI, but like you're seeing videos and information is coming out, like Congress is releasing stuff that's like
Yeah.
crazy.
Right.
It's crazy.
It's nuts.
Well, what are we gonna do?
Hey.
Honestly, like
I don't know.
if they've been here this long, like I don't know what they're up to, so I don't really care.
I mean, yeah, they're not like they're not doing harm. So
And honestly,
Please.
it's not currently the biggest threat.
yeah, humans are. Yeah, exactly. Like
Anyone could
they
just,
seem fine. Like
any old thing could happen.
yes.
That thing standing over you could just
Stop it, Marcy. I hate you.
yeah.
I hate you.
You know what's good about that is that hate makes you stronger, Betsy. So
Oh, is that
I'm-
really the case?
I'm
Oh,
going to
no.
take some credit for that.
Too many people, I think that.
It makes you stronger. All right, I'm gonna read one.
Yes.
And this one's meeting my former self and a sign from my mom.
Whoa.
Hi, Betsy and Marcy. I recently found out about your podcast while listening to an episode of Hey Riddle Riddle that you guested on. I found you both so charming, and I was intrigued by the premise of a funny feeling. So I listened to a couple of episodes, and now I'm hooked. That's how.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. Giving us a chance.
Yes. I listened to your episode with Erin Keefe of Hey Riddle Riddle, and she talked a little about her experience with hypnotism and past life regression. A few months ago, I listened to their Patreon episode where she and her co-host talked about their reviews of their past life reading experiences. I was so fascinated by her story that I fell down a deep rabbit hole of listening to other people's experiences of past life regressions and near-death experiences, and I found them sort of comforting. This came at a time when death and the afterlife were on my mind more than usual. My mother was near the end of her 2-year battle with pancreatic cancer. I have a now 2-year-old daughter, and I was in the middle of learning how to be a mother while knowing that I would soon lose mine. Needless to say, it was a rough time. I decided to find a past life meditation to try for myself. I considered myself a healthy skeptic, but I'm always open to new experiences, so I found a guided meditation online led by an older British woman with a lovely voice. Love it.
That sounds wonderful.
I happened to have a couple childless hours that day, so I went into my daughter's bedroom, closed the blinds, turned on her sound machine, got comfy in my nursing chair, and started the meditation. As the meditation went on, there was a point in which I was meant to step into a supposed past life. This experience was surprisingly visceral to me. My feet felt heavy as if I were suddenly wearing work boots, and I felt as if my body had turned into that of a man's. My arms were heavy as if I was carrying a weight, and I looked down and realized that I was holding another man's body, dragging it into a small cabin in the desert. Oh my God. This man had been injured, bitten by a rattlesnake, and I was taking him to heal him. Oh my God, I have chills, Betsy.
This is nuts.
It came to me suddenly that the man that I had become was named William Theodore Birch, Teddy for short. Teddy lived outside of a small town in the western United States with his sister. They had moved there from the Northeast sometime in the late 1800s. Teddy was a gay man and left home to start a new life somewhere where nobody knew him. He became known as a healer, and people would come to him for medical help and advice. Whoa. Time moved forward.
Is incredible.
That's incredible.
The
Also, like,
specifics.
feeling your body and stuff. That's
Yeah.
Time moved forward in the meditation, and I realized that the man Teddy had brought into his cabin was still there. They had fallen in love. The sense of love was so overwhelming to me, and I felt a soul energy coming off this person that was so familiar to me. Soul energy is the only way I can explain it. In that moment, my husband appeared in my mind, and I realized that he was the man Teddy had fallen in love with.
Oh, whoa, this is wild.
I know. This made a lot of sense to me, as I have known my husband for a long time and always felt a deep connection with him long before we were ever romantically involved. Time moved forward again, and I got a stomach cramp. Teddy was lying on his bed, dying of stomach cancer. His lover and his sister by his side. He died surrounded by the two people who loved him the most.
This is so nice, but
I
sad
know.
and nice.
I know. When I came out of the meditation, I was completely blown away. I still don't know if my subconscious just made up a story or if Teddy was real. But I love him, and I think about him all the time. Well, that's so nice because you're Teddy.
You are Teddy. That is awesome.
This experience made me feel better, knowing that when my mom did pass away a couple weeks later, she would move on to live her next adventure. This is not the end.
Yeah.
Quickly, on the subject of my mother's death, my mother loved birds. She always had bird feeders near the kitchen window so she could watch them as she cooked. She told my sister and me that when she died, she would come to us as birds. On a Sunday morning, a few weeks after my meditation, I was doing yoga on the beach. I live in the Caribbean. Oh, hell yeah.
Excuse me? That's awesome.
Beach yoga isn't something that I normally do, but my friend invited me, and I thought it would be a comforting activity in a stressful and sad time. In the middle of the practice, the instructor, a friend of mine who also lost her mother to pancreatic cancer, pointed out a rainbow in the sky. As we all stopped a moment to appreciate it, an osprey, a type of sea hawk, flew over us. Wow. It was really close, and it felt like a truly magical nature moment. After the class, I took my time going home, meeting my husband and daughter at a local coffee shop and enjoying the gentle softness of the morning. I felt at peace for the first time in a long time. When we got home an hour or so later, my dad called to tell me that my mom had died. Oh. He had been up for a while that morning and went into the room to check on her, and she was gone. It occurred to me that the timing of her death and my rainbow osprey were very close. I like to believe that my mom was coming to let me know that she's okay and has moved on. Now, whenever I see a rainbow and her osprey, I say hi to her, knowing everything is fine. Anyway, thank you for letting me share my stories, and thank you for sharing so many other wonderful, spooky, ooky stories. I'm excited to be a new Funny Feeling fan. Love, Griffen. She, her. Oh, my God.
Thank you for becoming a fan.
Oh, my
gosh. Thanks for listening.
Also,
that's so nice.
Two incredible stories. Incredible.
Wild. Really awesome. All the specific, like, immediately knowing everything about, like, that is so cool to just be like, William Theodore Birch or whatever, and then like goes by Teddy. He was incredible.
Yes. Oh, and just like knowing that you're in love. Oh,
yeah, and feeling it, like, that's so nice.
So sweet. So sweet.
Wow, that was good. Oh, and then Rainbow Osprey. That's
know. Nice. Oh my gosh. And like, yeah, be like, yeah, there's more adventures to be had.
Yes, that is a really nice, like, okay.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Okay, I got one.
Okay.
It's called Grandma Ghost. Okay. Hey, y'all. This weird thing happened the other day, and as soon as I told my mom, she gasped and said, OMG, you have to send this to Marcy and Betsy. So here I am doing that.
Oh,
nice.
my God. Cool.
I wrote in years ago about my weird ghost that was really concerned with me taking my Flintstone gummy vitamins every day as a kid.
LOL.
But recently, I finally saw my first real ghost person, and this is what I'll share today. It started with a weird dream where I woke up in my childhood bedroom and this woman walked in and started giving me a wonderful pep talk. Things like, don't worry, everything will be okay, just trust yourself and it'll all work out. I'm about to start grad school and was feeling super nervous about it all, so it was a nicely timed message. This lady didn't look like either of my grandmothers, but it was understood in the dream that she was my grandma.
Oh.
So she finished with the pep talk, then turns to leave the room, and right as she's about to walk out the door, she turns around and I sit up in bed and we hold each other by the arms and say, "I love you so much and I miss you." And we really emphasized, "I miss you." Then I woke up for real to the sound of someone walking around in my apartment. I could also hear my roommate snoring, so it definitely wasn't her, and there's no one else that it could have been. So that was odd. The next morning, I told my roommate about it, and she's more of a skeptic, but it definitely freaked her out a bit. Later on in the week, she told me that she had also heard footsteps walking around at night during times that I was either asleep or not home. I had continued to hear the footsteps for a few nights after that dream I had. Then, a few days after that, when I was home alone, I had just finished getting ready for bed, and I walked out of the bathroom towards my room, and there was a little old lady standing right in front of me. All the lights were off at this point, and I was really tired, so at first I didn't even bat an eye. I just walked right past her towards my room. Then I was like, wait a minute, what the hell was that? And when I turned around to look at where she had been standing, she was gone. I wasn't scared at all. I mostly just thought it was weird and cool, and after I texted all my friends about what happened, I went to sleep. I don't think I heard any footsteps that night. I did kind of get the feeling that the ghost I saw was the same lady who came to visit me in my dream.
Oh.
So obviously the next morning I tell my roommate over breakfast, and we were wondering what her name is, and my roommate immediately said it's Irma. Then that night I was telling my mom the whole saga, and she was like, "Do you realize your great-grandmother was named Erminia?" Right? You do realize, sorry, I really delivered that terribly. You do realize that your great-grandmother was named Erminia, right? What a fun name.
That is fun.
Then she pulled up some photos, and I'm pretty sure that's the old lady I saw. How fun! How fun and sweet to be haunted by my great-grandmother that I never even met. So cute. I think that's probably why I wasn't feeling scared at all. This was a week or two ago. I haven't had any Irma sightings since, but it's nice to know that she might still be around. That's it. Also, I'll also attach some photos of my dog, Millie, even though she has nothing to do with the story. She's just perfect and has a smile that can cure depression. Love you guys. Very glad you're back. Lots of green hearts, Jenna. Millie is perfect.
Do you see Millie?
Yes, what a cutie.
Whoa.
Hot tub Millie
is quite a perfect smiley little lab. Look at this. Look at them teeps. Oh
Millie.
my gosh.
Wait, did you see Hot Tub Millie?
Yeah. Are you looking
that's the one.
Yeah. Oh
that's
my
the one.
gosh.
Oh, Millie, what a cutie.
Oh my god. Wait, I want to look at.
That's such a fun story of like, it's your great grandma. Awesome.
Also, like just being like, I miss you. Oh.
Yes. That's so nice.
So nice. Also, just you and your roommate both, like,
Yes.
Irma.
It's Irma. Like, what? And also, that's got to feel kind of nice. Be like, okay, so weird shit has been happening to you also? Great.
Okay, good.
Great.
So, nothing's wrong with my brain then.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm fine, and everyone's been talking about how I'm fine?
I'm okay.
I'm okay, right?
Cute
Wow.
Millie.
Well, we do have a little bit of time if you want to listen to a shorty.
Let's do it.
All right.
Hey y'all, I just wanted to talk about my experience with a rift in the matrix. Ooh. So this is my paranormal experience, and I thought I would actually just read my childhood diary recollection on it since it was a little bit closer to the event. Cool. So this is my diary entry from when I was 10.
Oh, cool. Fun.
March 20th, 1997. Today is the first day of spring. When I was 7 or 8, the weirdest thing happened to me. I was sitting playing Pet Shops. Caveat here, Littlest Pet Shops were made by the Kenner Corporation in 1992 to 1994 before Hasbro bought them out and made the bobblehead ones. So I was very specific on collecting these and the different molds of everything. Anyway, let's continue. So I was playing pretend with it. So I was sitting and playing pet shops, and there was this quote-unquote bad guy that trapped all of my baby pets. I had around 20 pets altogether. All the babies got caught in my measuring cup. I shook it up a little and then left for dinner. Then I came back, lifted it, and I had 2 white cats. And before, I had only had 1 white cat. That night, I went to bed and put the cat in a special place, and when I woke up, it was gone. Right before I started writing, I was also playing pet shops. Speaking of pet shops, I've got 27 teens, 65 babies, 45 adults, and 24 extra small. Total,
So
161.
funny. This is so cute.
So, as you can see, I was an absolute nerd, spreadsheets gal, still am. But the thing that I left out is I also called my best friend, who is an avid pet shop collector as well, and made sure it wasn't hers. And she said, no, it was not. The special place that I put it was in a ring box on my nightstand. So it was right next to me when I slept. When I woke up in the morning, the first thing that I did was check the box, and it was empty. I asked my family. They all just kind of thought, oh, this is just a kid being a kid, right? And I checked around my room for like weeks, days. My room was very small, but I like tore the place apart. I remember it kind of just ate at me, like, where did that magical pet go? But obviously I reconciled it at some point and just said, oh, it was just a magic thing that happened, that I had an extra toy for a night. So yeah, that's my Rift in the Matrix story. And I don't know what happened. I can't really explain it away. Unlike a lot of other things I feel like in my life that have happened that have been weird, it's like, yeah, you can explain it. But to have this very tangible experience was just a little unique. Anyway, thank you so much. Bye.
What the hell was that?
Keeping like tally and spreadsheets too, like, so it's not just like, there's more validity to it because this kid was on
top of like pet shop. Like, I'm just like, hey, I know exactly what my inventory is.
You don't understand. I'm keeping up with this.
And to like be keeping a diary and like truly having like, here's what happened.
God,
that is so cute. And what the hell happened?
Maybe they made it. They made it, gave birth.
They made that toy and then it disappeared?
Mated. They mated. The pets mated.
But then the little pet was like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, it went off to go.
I have to go do my own thing.
It's so funny in those moments when you're like, wait, is the Matrix like, uh-oh, we fucked up? And why is the Matrix fucking up?
Yeah, right? Come on. Yeah, where it's like, just then leave the extra fun cat. Like, leave it.
Does that, if we are living in a simulation, does that lead you to believe that none of this around us is real and that we're like constantly walking in it? But you would think things would be hard coded, no?
What's hard? I don't think we're living in a simulation.
Like, as I work in animation now, I've learned about how, like, room design, they design the room once. They don't draw it new every time. And then they add to it based on like what they need. Or like in the characters, like the characters have been designed already. That's why Bart Simpson wears the same outfit every day. So like there's certain things like he doesn't grow, he doesn't get new hairdos. Like it's hard coded. And so is the couch in the living room. They don't redecorate, right?
Right.
So like, but I guess for a little thing like that is constantly coming and going, maybe it's not hard coded in that way. It's not designed.
Right. Huh. I don't know.
Interesting.
Wild. Really cute diary too. That made me very happy.
So did you keep a diary growing up?
No, I wish I did. I'd be so curious to see what's up.
I'm positive I would throw it away.
I would have thrown it away years ago anyways. That's why I'm like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have kept it around.
My parents were moving not long ago, and I was like packing up stuff, and my mom was like, "What's that?" I was like, "Nothing," and I threw it away. Right
What
in front
was
of
it?
me. It was a diary, yeah.
It was a diary, so you did keep diaries.
But I didn't keep up with them. I would write like 2 or 3 entries, and then.
Right.
And honestly, I think that was like writing ideas.
Yeah, probably.
Like it was like ideas for stories, not my
Yes.
personal stuff. So
Right.
I was
Yeah.
like, get rid of it, throw it away.
Throw it away. Get it out of here.
These were great, you guys.
Yes. Thank you. Keep
You
them
know-
coming.
You know the drill. We want you to send them. Send us
Yes.
more to funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com, guys.
Yeah.
Ask
Thank
everyone.
you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, ask everybody. It's the holidays.
Yeah.
You'll be seeing people. You'll be meeting new people. Ask them if they have ghost stories.
Yeah. I guess if they are interested, you can tell them about this podcast.
Yeah, if you want.
Maybe they'll like it.
I don't know. If
I
you
don't
want to share it, I don't know. That might be nice.
It's, we're doing it anyway.
It's going to happen, so.
So if they want to listen, they can. It's here.
They can
It's here for them.
Here. It's here. There's a lot of episodes, so.
A lot.
You can give it a shot.
All right, guys. Well, we'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.